Let's see how to implement async validator in Angular 8. So sometime in our forms we have to check some values, say email, whether it's already taken or not. You must have used Gmail or something else, so there you may have already seen that this email or this username already exists, so you have to select the another one, right? So whenever you are doing any kind of registration form in your project, you may need to have this kind of validation rules in your application. Say in my application I have this registration page and there I have a field email, so it will be applied for email and username the same way. So so let's see, if I type something here, so this is a valid email. Now with this we have the other validations also applied with this. So say if first, if it's empty, email is required. Now if I type something here, email is not valid. Then if I type something correct, the message disappeared. If I type something which is already in our DB, so it will be saying email is duplicate. So how do we do this? So there are a couple of approaches for this, so I'll show you three approaches for this. So first one is, uh, let me show you. I'm using FormBuilder here. As you can see, this FormBuilder.group, and this is the form control, the field email. Here I have initial value as blank and applying the sync rules, sync validation, that is the required, and this field user must provide an email. And now this part is the async validator part. Here I'm calling a function that is email unique and binding with this. So this is a you can see this is the function we have in this component itself. So if I go to there, this is the function, and as you can see, uh, I have a set timeout here for the debounce time, and here I'm sending one promise. So anyway, you can use observable, that is no problem there. And also I have used set timeout. You can use the timer method from Rx. That's also fine. I'll show you that also in the in next process. So here I'm calling the API, that is hitting a endpoint, node endpoint, email check, and from there it's returning me whether this user email is taken or not, and passing the control dot value, that is the email value. I'm passing it to this URL, and if it's the API send us the data, and from there we are getting whether it is duplicate or not. So just setting that in the duplicate email section. If email the API fails, in that case also will be showing that email is duplicate, because we are not sure whether it has in the DB or not. So safe side is to show the message that email is already present in case the API failure. And as you know, this duplicate email I have in the view to show you this. This is the email is duplicate, right? So here, this is the one approach. So we have the same we have the method in the same component, and we are calling the API, and we are passing promise or observable you can pass, and based on that we are setting the error message there. So this is the one approach. Now say I just want to create a separate file for this to for validation purposes. So let me open another file. Say I have created a file, email validator.js. This function, this class will simply validate the email as it was doing previously. So let me import this here, and we'll be calling the function. So as you can see, this is the function, the class name I have imported from this email validator, which is this one. We have the class name here, duplicate email validator, and here we have called the message with inside this async validator, right? Here if I go to the validator class, will show we have the API call here. So as I was saying, we can definitely use the timer from RSJS. So we have set the debounce time also there. Then we're adding switch maps. As you can see in this email validator class, I have used the timer from RSJS, and the debounce time I set for one minute, and I also use switch map. This will basically cancel the previous API call if any new one has been triggered. And from here also we're calling the same API with the same value, and the other process is same. We will just call the just set the message here. Okay, this is the second approach. Using this also we can see the same behavior will be produced. So if I write something here, okay, let me open the debugger tool also. If I write something here, we have given time out, we have given time delay for 1 minute. So if I write this one, okay, this will be called, and we're showing that getting the message that this is duplicate as true. So we are showing the message, right? Now if we change this will be called, and it will say it's not duplicate. So it's good to go with this email. Now the third and last approach for now. So we may want to create this as a common, the shared validator. In that case, we can definitely make it as a directive. So I have created a directive here, and with this directive, I have given the selector like duplicate email with from control name, from control, and ng model for handling different type of validation methods. Sometimes we use the form builder, sometimes we use table driven form, model driven form, this kind of things. So here we have the class for this directive. So whenever I'm writing this directive, we have to definitely declare this in the module for this registration module, and we are implementing the async validator here. As you can see, we also have a validate method of this class. Here from here we are simply calling the duplicate email validator. This is the existing one. So definitely we can copy this code and paste inside here. Also we can definitely call this on this function. It will behave as it was previously. So to use this, if I copy this duplicate email, and so first comment this, and to ensure, we'll see that it's not showing the duplicate message anymore. So it's not calling any endpoints, any API. Right now we'll go to the registration component, and what we'll do, we'll in the input field we'll just give the directive. Now we'll see that API will be called and the validation to be triggered as it was previously. You can see it's working perfectly. So this is the three way I can use the form validator to check the duplicate email, username, this kind of thing, using async validator, using a directive or a different validator, or inside the component by creating a separate function. From there we'll be I will be sending the promise, or will be sending the observable on that only. So hopefully it will be helpful for someone. Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel and give your comment to me. Thank you.